Today's video is about the biggest and boldest update in Shopify's history ever. This update is actually an extremely good news to anyone who uses Shopify because it allows us much more flexibility and it gives us the ability to customize our stores way better and easier than before. Hi there, I am Rihab, and on this YouTube channel I share with you videos related to e-commerce, entrepreneurship and more. And today's video is about Shopify Online Store 2.0 and how you can use this update to enhance your store and make it look better. This video is a step-by-step tutorial on how to use this new update and how you can profit from it. But before jumping to my PC to start working on this new update, I just need to tell you that up until now, not everyone has this new update available on their stores. Also, it's very important to know that all Shopify themes will be updated in order to be compatible with this new upgrade of Shopify. So just wait for it and soon it will be live on your store. To be able to use this update, you must choose the new theme provided by Shopify, and it's called Dawn, and it's a very friendly user theme. We are going to use it right now. But you have to know that all of your themes will be updated in order to be compatible with this new upgrade from Shopify. So soon you will see a new update of your theme and you will need to use it in order to be able to use the new Shopify Online Store 2.0 update. So I'm here inside of my developer store. I have added some products, created some collections in order to show you how you can use this new update. So the first visual upgrade you will be able to see is the difference in the theme editor. It's a big deal because if you were using this before, you will notice the difference. So here I am inside of the homepage, and we are used to the idea that homepages are usually highly customizable, depending on the theme you are using, but usually on all themes, the homepage is highly customizable. You can add sections, you can add images, text, whatever you want, and usually you can do a lot on this page. However, this case doesn't apply to other pages. So before this upgrade, we were able to modify the homepage as much as we want, but we weren't able to modify the product pages a lot or the collection pages a lot. And now we are able to do that. I'm going to talk about product pages and how you will be able to customize them now. But first, let's start by taking a small tour around the new Shopify editor dashboard and see how things are now way different. So here I am inside of the homepage, and these are the default sections provided by the theme. If I go in here I start to see the difference. Okay, this is not how things used to look inside of the editor. So first, if I scroll up, this is the first section I'm changing. I'm changing the image banner. So I can add heading, I can add buttons, and I can also add a text. Sure, here, this is my limitation. I can add only 3 elements, okay? So let me go to buttons, for example, to see if I can add 2 buttons. So this is the first button. I can actually add a second button, which was not an option allowed by many of the Shopify themes. So going back in here, what else can I find? If I scroll down in here, I have the feature collection. If I scroll down in here, I have the image, also the same idea. If I want to add sections, I can click in here and add sections. As I told you before, this level of customization we were used to in the home page, but we weren't used to this level of customization in the product pages. And this is actually the best thing about the new Shopify update. So now let me take you through a product page and let's see how things are actually way different than before. Before continuing with this tutorial and seeing the other features of the new update, I want to invite you to go down to the description and to sign up to my free workshop. In this free workshop, I show you how you can create a sustainable e-commerce business. I show you how you can attract, convert and retain your customers. So if you are struggling to maintain your success and if you are struggling to grow your e-commerce business, I highly recommend you to go down and to sign up to this free workshop. It's 100% free and you don't need to pay anything. Just go down and sign up, and I'm pretty sure you will get a lot of interesting ideas out of this free workshop, and it will greatly help you to move your business to the next level. And it is 100% free. Now let's get back to our topic and let's continue with the new update. This is the product page, and as you see in here, Shopify is asking me whether I want to change the default product or to create a new template. And this is literally a big deal. So What does this mean? This means that I can create different templates for my product pages. So I can have a product page A, which is totally different than product page B. And this is very useful. Before this update, we were able to do that, but we needed a little bit of coding to do that, and it was way complicated than now. Now we can do that with few clicks. So let me show you how this works. I'm going here to click on default product, and this is the default template. So if I don't change the product template, this is what I'm going to find and see inside of my product page. So as you can see in here, this is way different than before. So this is my product. This is the product information section. As you can see it from here, this is here. If I scroll down like this, I can move to the other sections of the page, okay? And I'm going to show you how you can modify these sections. So let me start first with the product information, okay? And let's see how much we can customize in here. Okay, so first we have a text, then another text, then we have the price. When it comes to price, we can change a lot for sure. Then if we go down, we have the title, the variant, the quantity selector, the buy button, and the description. So now, for example, if I want to move my description up, I can do that by simply dragging it up like this. So as you can see, now my description is above the button. Also, I can take it back because it looks better here. Then I can add a new block. So let's say I want to add a new text, or I want to add a tab, or I want to add a pop-up. I can do that. Let's add a tab because this is actually something I like to add. I will talk a little bit more about this in a while, about the dynamic sources, which is also something very, very good about this new update. But so in here, I'm adding a new tab. Let me show you how it looks. This is the tab. I can in here change choose the content, and I can in here select a page, and I can change the mark image. Let's say, for example, I want to add box. I can change it in here. Let's say in here I want to add the shipping page. I can select it from here. So now I have my shipping tab. I can call it in here shipping, for example, and I have my new tab. Well, the way I did this tab now, this tab will be common between all of my product pages because I'm adding it inside of the template, inside of the default template, and I'm adding a static tab. However, I can change that. I can add a dynamic tab, which means a tab that can change between different product pages. Let me show you this. So let's say in here, instead of creating a static tab and choosing a page, I click in here. This is insert dynamic source. So let me click in here, and in here I can pick a meta field. Let me explain you what is a meta field. Meta field is like a new characteristic that you can add to your product other than the normal one, which are the title, the descriptions, and things like that, and the price. Now I have the ability to add a special characteristic for each of my product. Okay, and I can link to this characteristic inside of any section I want. So I'm going to click on Add Meta Field, and I'm going in here to Products, and I'm going to create a new meta field. So let's call this, for example, shipping information. Let's say I have different shipping conditions depending on the product, something like that. Let's say it shipping conditions, name it shipping conditions. Let me scroll down in here, and inside of this, I'm going to select a content. Let's say I'm selecting a text, for example. Let's say it's a multi-line text. Okay, and this is it. Okay, here I can change this if I want, but I'm not doing that. I'm going to click on Save. Now I'm going back to my editor, and I will go back to my default product page. Okay, and in here, inside of the tab, I don't actually think I saved the tab. Okay, I didn't. I'm going to add the tab. And in here, I'm going to link to my new shipping conditions. Okay, insert. And I'm going to save. Okay, then I'm going back to my Shopify store. In here to the products, I'm going to my first product. And if I scroll down in here, now I have a different meta field for shipping conditions. So let's say, for example, I'm going to say in here 10 to 15 days shipping. I'm going to save it like this. Okay, I'm going to another product. I'm going to put different shipping conditions. Let me go back to this product, for example. Let me put different shipping in here. Let's say, for example, 1 to 2 days. Now let's view the store and see the difference. Okay, I'm going in here to catalog. I'm going to this product and to this one, since those two products are the ones I changed. I'm going to scroll in here. And let's see what I find. In here I find 10 to 15 days shipping. If I go down to this product, I should be seeing 1 to 2 days shipping. So as you can see, I have created something that's unique for each product. So this is very helpful if you have different dimensions, or if you have different conditions or materials, or maybe if you are linking to your suppliers. This could be very, very helpful because you are creating a new characteristic for each of your products and you are linking to it inside of the product page. So now let me go back to the editor and let's talk about the template. So in here, I'm changing the default product template. I have told you that. Now let's say I want to add a new template. So I'm going in here to products, and inside of changing the default product template, I'm going to create a new template. I'm going to name this one template 2, product page template 2, for example. And I'm going to click on create template. So now I'm changing this template. After changing this template and saving it, I should go back to my product pages and I should assign this template to them. Okay, I'm going to show you that also, so stay with me. So going back in here, let's say I want to change this totally. So in here, I want, for example, to have the price above below the title. Let's say something like that. For example, in here for the variant pickers, I want to have drop downs instead of buttons. Okay, let's say I don't want to have quantity selectors. Let's say how to remove it. I'm going to remove it. Okay, so let's see what else. By buttons, they are here. Let me go back. Description, I have it in here. Let me remove this, for example. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna keep this tab in here because we have just created it. Let me scroll down. So this is the product recommendation section. I can work a little bit around in here. Let's see how we can change things. Okay, this maybe it looks better. I'm gonna keep it square. I'm gonna change this. Okay, so this is it. I'm going back. So now scrolling down, we have this section, and this is actually a section that I have created myself. It wasn't there. Okay, so it has a image and a text and a title and a button. Okay, I'm going to show you the image because actually the image in here is dynamic, which means it changes depending on the product. So as you can see in here, I have choose a meta field, which is the image. It's called dimensions. If I go back in here to my meta fields, you go to settings, meta fields. In here under products, you can see that I have another meta field, which is dimensions. If you go in here, you can see that it is a file type. And if you go to the products, you can see that I have assigned an image for the meta field in here. So if you scroll down, I have an image in here assigned for the dimensions. If you go to the other product as well, you will see the same. So going back in here, if I scroll down, in here I have another image. That's why if we go back to the store, choose this product and this product, for example, you can see that each one of them this one has this image in this place. If you go to this one has this image. Okay, so this is a dynamic section with a dynamic image with a meta field that I have created myself, and the type of this meta field was an image, so I uploaded two different images, each image for the unique product with the unique dimensions, and the theme worked the rest. So now I have different sections depending on the products. Let me know what you think about this update and if you are loving it so far by commenting down below. I would be more than happy to read your comments and see and know what you think about this new update. So we are still changing this template. I'm going to save it and I'm going to add some other section. So let's say, for example, I can add, for example, which is something very, very nice. I can add an email sign up form if I wish. Okay. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to remove it. Let's say I want to add another dynamic section so you can know more about how to use Metafields. Let's say I want to add, for example, a multi-column like that. So now I have 3 columns, 1, 2, 3. So this is the heading. I can make it dynamic also if I wish. This is the image. I can add an image in here. I can adapt the image. I can change many other things. But let's say, for example, I want to make the heading dynamic. I'm going to click in here and I'm going to click on add meta field, and under products I'm going to add a new meta field and I'm going to name it, for example, title 1, and as a definition I want to give it's a text and it's a single line text. I'm going to click on save. I'm going back to products. In here I'm going to this product and I'm going to add a title inside of this field. Let's call it, for example, colors or something like that. I'm going to click on save. So now if I refresh in here, going back in here, adding a new section, multi-column section. If I click in here, I'm going to choose title 1, I'm going to insert and I'm clicking on save. Okay, going back to the store, let's go to this page. Okay, I have to assign this template first to the product. Going to the products in here. Let me pick this first product because I guess it's the one where we added the title. Great. In here, I'm going to change the template from the default one to the one I have just created, and I'm going to click on save. Now let's go and preview this new page. So as you can see, I don't have the quantity selector because I have chosen the new template. Scrolling down much further, we have first the also the other products, related products. We have in here the dynamic section with the dimensions. If we scroll in here, we have the columns section. So now I have the title, which is multi-column colors. I should remove this one. Going back in here, let me remove this text. I didn't do it, so let me save. If I refresh this page in here, I should have colors. So as you can see, I'm even able to change the title of the columns section. Going back in here to the theme editor, I can change also the columns. I'm going back and I can see you that when I click on each column, I can make each column dynamic also. So for example, if I want to add here, for example, the materials of the product, I can do that. So for example, if it's made out of 3 materials, I can do 1, 2, 3, and I can make all the 3 columns dynamic depending on the products, and I just have to go to the product page and change the meta fields. Before this update, this was actually very complicated to do, and it was almost impossible for a random e-commerce store owner to be able to do that. You would need a web developer to do that for you. Now you can do this with just few clicks. So you can do a lot with dynamic Metafields. You can do a lot with this new ability to customize things depending on the product, and not only that, the ability of creating different product templates. So let's say, for example, you have a store where you sell shoes and bags. You can create different product pages for shoes, different one for bags. You can create, for example, different product pages for products who are made out of leather than for products who are made out of, I'm not sure, vegan leather, for example, and so on. So this is actually very, very good, and it allows you a lot of flexibility that we didn't used to have before. If you are wondering, this new Metafield up until now is only available for product pages and variants, but soon it will be also available for collections, so you will also be able to create Metafields inside of your collections. So now let me go back in here a little bit. I want to show you how you can also change the collections and create different templates for them. So going into collections in here, for example, we have the default collection, and we have this one. This is a one that I have created myself. So if I click in here, this is a collection I have created, and as you can see, I can add here the sections I want. Let's say, for example, I want to add an image with text. I can add an image, I can change the text, and I can simply save. Okay, so now I have a new template for my collection page. So if I go in here to the Shopify, I go to my products, I go to collections. If I go to the collection, for example, this one, I can go in here and assign this new template to the collection, and I can simply save this. So now I have the title, which is multi-column colors. I should remove this one. Going back in here, let me remove this text. I didn't do it, so let me save. If I refresh this page in here, I should have colors. So as you can see, I'm even able to change the title of the columns section. Going back in here to the theme editor, I can change also the columns. I'm going back, and I can see you that when I click on each column, I can make each column dynamic also. So for example, if I want to add here, for example, the materials of the product, I can do that. So for example, if it's made out of 3 materials, I can do 1, 2, 3, and I can make all the 3 columns dynamic depending on the products, and I just have to go to the product page and change the Metafields. Before this update, this was actually very, very complicated to do, and it was almost impossible for a random e-commerce store owner to be able to do that. You would need a web developer to do that for you. Now you can do this with just few clicks. So you can do a lot with dynamic Metafields. You can do a lot with this new ability to customize things depending on the product, and not only that, the ability of creating different product templates. So let's say, for example, you have a store where you sell shoes and bags. You can create different product pages for shoes, different one for bags. You can create, for example, different product pages for products who are made out of leather than for products who are made out of, I'm not sure, vegan leather, for example, and so on. So this is actually very, very good, and it allows you a lot of flexibility that we didn't used to have before. So if you are wondering, this new Metafield up until now is only available for product pages and variants, but soon it will be also available for collections, so you will also be able to create Metafields inside of your collections. So now let me go back in here a little bit. I want to show you how you can also change the collections and create different templates for them. So going into collections in here, for example, we have the default collection, and we have this one. This is a one that I have created myself. So if I click in here, this is a collection I have created, and as you can see, I can add here the sections I want. Let's say, for example, I want to add an image with text. I can add an image, I can change the text, and I can simply save. Okay, so now I have a new template for my collection page. So if I go in here to the Shopify, I go to my products, I go to collections. If I go to the collection, for example, this one, I can go in here and assign this new template to the collection, and I can simply save this. Also, when it comes to apps, this upgrade is very, very useful because before this update, some apps, when we download them, requested us to copy some code and paste it inside of the theme code, which is something that wasn't very easy to many people, and many of you I know were uncomfy playing around with the code, which is something I totally understand. Now we don't need to do anything like that anymore because the apps are been added like sections inside of the theme, so you don't need to copy and paste anything. You will be able to simply add the apps inside of the product pages or anywhere you want them as simple sections. So for example, in here, if I go to the product page, I can add a section for the app. Okay, I click in here on add block, and in here I can add apps. Since the app on the Shopify App Store are not yet compatible with this new update, I couldn't add an app to show you how to do it, but it's very simple. You just click here to add a new block and you will be able to add your app and place it whenever you want. So this is mainly for the new update. As you can see, it allows you a lot of flexibility, especially when it comes to product pages. Somewhere in the future, we will be able to do the same thing with the collection pages, but for now at least, we can create different templates for the collection pages. So as a small summary of what's happening, now you are able to create different templates for your product pages. You are able to customize your product pages the same way you used to customize your home pages. And not only that, you are able to add dynamic sections to your product pages, and you are able to create new and different characteristics for each of your products and make them directly live on your store by using the Metafields. So as you can see, the new update is very easy to use and it's very friendly user. Everything is super clear and super direct, and I guess with this new update you will be able to enhance your store and to improve the design way easier than before. I highly recommend you to profit from this new Shopify update in order to upgrade and level up your product pages, because now more than ever you are able to customize your product pages and include all the information your customers need in order to make informed decisions, and hopefully this will increase your conversion rate and your profits. If you have any question regarding this update, or if anything was not clear enough, please let me know in the comment section below and I will be more than happy to help you out. I hope that you liked this new update, and I'm pretty sure that using it you will be able to create better stores for your brands. Before leaving, and if you loved this video, please do not forget to like it and to subscribe to my channel. Also, do not forget to go down to the description and to grab the free workshop I'm offering. In this workshop, I show you step by step how you can create a sustainable e-commerce business, how you can attract, convert, and retain your customers. So if you are looking to enhance your business and to improve your sales and to take your business to a totally next level, I highly recommend you to go down to the description and to take this free workshop. It's 100% free and you don't need to pay any dollar. Thank you for watching this video and see you next week.